better than.
Oh, hey.
How are you today?
I am really, really, really good. This has been a fun week, short week. Well, it went by fast. Let me say that. How about you?
It did. My week went by. So y'all, hey everybody.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
So we're wearing similar shirts. They're called Believe, and they're actually from Willie Moore Jr. Because he believes in adoption. He was adopted, and so we were at an event where he spoke, and we were volunteering, and we decided to wear our Believe shirts. And we hope you all are encouraged to do whatever it is that you believe in. Believe in yourself. So I'm drinking Casamigo with. I don't know if you all can see that. Okay, Casamigo with sugar-free Red Bull. Sugar-free Red Bull. You know I got to keep it healthy. And a splash of lemon juice, okay? And what are you doing over there on this Friday?
Now, sister cousin, that sounds yummy, what you just said. Mine is going to be a Cabernet today.
Okay.
And it's by Beringer.
A little bit closer.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Girl. Almost.
There we go. We see it.
Exactly. So just a simple glass of red wine. I love wine, particularly red. I'm not much of a white wine fan, but love the red.
We can enjoy our favorite things in a healthy way. Sugar-free Red Bull is the way to go. This is not sponsored, but shout out to Sugar-free Red Bull. Shout out to Casamigo. Shout out to Willie Moore Jr. And y'all, tonight I'm snacking. It is cheat day for me. I'm eating Doritos. Listen.
You gotta cheat sometimes.
I'm cheating, okay? So it's Doritos. Again, not sponsored, but this is what I'm eating today. Okay.
Yes. You know what? Because this, you got to eat like that sometimes because this isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle and you're realistically not going to ever eat Doritos again. So don't even play yourself like that.
Right. And that was my whole concept. Like, I didn't want people to think that, you have to just go on these strict diets, do all this meal prep. I am not a meal prep girl. I do not like leftovers. Okay. So what I will do is make a menu. I'll say, this is what I'm eating today. This is what I anticipate eating tomorrow. And I'll figure out what those calories look like, what that looks like for my nutritional value. And if tomorrow comes and I want something different, I'm going to eat something different. But I am not a leftover fan. And I get tired of seeing the bland looking, no offense to the people, but for me, this is for me. I get tired of seeing the salmon, the rice, and the broccoli. I am so tired of seeing the chicken breast with the black pepper looking dried out, the rice, and the broccoli. I'm just tired of seeing those meals. Like, that's boring. Listen, keep it lit, baby. Keep it lit, okay?
Yes.
So mix it up. Just decrease the portions. Instead of eating regular white pasta, eat chickpea pasta. Like, just switch it up, but you don't have to have that boring, bland meal. And that's how people get bored with this whole situation, in my most humble opinion. Again, no shade, no hate, do whatever works for you. But I believe that we can achieve our fitness goals without that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You really can. Right. That means you just get into it. Do you just do what you do? Or is there some preparation before you do what you do?
Baby.
So, for me, personally, for me to feel comfortable,
okay,
I've got to prep before we have.
So are we prepping with our current partner? Are we speaking in general when it's a new partner? Or are we going to talk about both? And y'all, we're talking about relationships. And what's tonight's about to let us know how she preps before sex, baby, or if any prepping is involved.
Exactly. So first of all, this for me is across the board, general. What you said? Across the board, general. New partner, my existing partner, I always will prep, yes, which consists of showering, which is a must for me. I need it every single time. I don't want to come in there funky. That's going to make me uncomfortable. And guess what? When I'm uncomfortable, I'm going to be turned off. It's a turn off. So always will be showering first. Now, I may roll up, ashy from time to time. It depends on what's going on. Because I'm not always gonna spend, go that extra mile and spend 45 minutes to be cute, put on some sexy lingerie and go that extra mile. But I promise you, I will always be touching soap and water prior.
Do they have to shower
you.
first?
I'm a little lenient. Now, is my preference for them to shower first? Absolutely, every single time. But that's your business. But now it can limit some things that we can do. It can limit some things that we can do. So if you want the full ride, go on and get the shower. But if you don't, it's fine. But if you don't, it's fine. We'll make it work. There are some sections that you can still have access to.
Yeah, it's the way she's speaking. It's so formally. Okay, this is proper etiquette. There are some sections you can still have access to.
Yeah.
And there are some sections that will not be entered, baby. We will have the do not enter sign. Okay.
Exactly. Temporarily out of order. Oh, that is fun.
Okay, so for me, prepping, definitely shower. I remember this guy I was dating once, and he would be like, "Babe, can you just go with the flow sometimes?" I'm like, "What does that mean?" He was like, "I always have to shower. It's okay." Even my husband, he was like, "Can you just go with the flow? Like, you don't have to shower. I know you don't have no smell. I have to be comfortable." And like you said, I sleep want them to shower too, but why do we be lenient? Like, because at this point, it's like, if you nasty and I'm clean, essentially, it's still nasty.
Exactly.
It's a sacrifice for me. It's a sacrifice we make.
Yeah.
It's a sacrifice. Yeah. Now, when I was out here single in these streets, I would keep condoms myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, and going to the store to purchase, like, it depends on what store I'm going to, what time of day I'm purchasing these condoms. So,
not what time of day.
Like, if it's late at night and I go to the gas station, like, hey, let me go ahead and get them right now, them right now. And I think I feel less embarrassed. And I don't even know why this is embarrassing, but I'll tell myself, like, Kim, but you're being safe, so it's okay. Like, what they hate now? You ain't coming in here asking for the plan B. So, and no offense to people who have to get the plan B, but I'm just saying. But then if you go to like a big store, where some of the stores have them locked up, and then you got to go get the attendant. Excuse me, can you unlock the situation so I can get the situation, please? And
they make it as difficult as possible.
Girl, yes. One time I went to the store. I noticed it was locked up. Okay, cool, it's locked up. Now, I'm wondering why it's locked up, because this particular store was in a good neighborhood, so I was confused as to why my protective resource is locked away.
Right.
Okay. Right. Then I had to think about, well, which kind do I want to have on deck? Because, men need their ego rub. Do I want to get, even though I know it's one size fits all, but do I want to get the Magnum to make them feel, this is not sponsored, but do I want to get the larger size to make them feel like they're working with something? Or y'all not out here in these streets, I'm not for the streets. I'm just speaking on being prepared for myself in case I'm going to be engaging with, like, I'd rather be ready than get caught up. So I felt comfortable having my own stack of protection. Comment below if you ladies keep your own condoms, or do you expect for the man to have the condoms? If you're in a heterosexual relationship, even if you're using strap-ons, are you putting condoms on the strap-on? I need to know. Do we recycle the strap-on? Does one
absolutely not.
We don't.
Absolutely not. No, we do not. No, you don't even think about bringing that into the relationship. No, nope. We go into the store and we buy a whole new one. We are going to the store and we go to the store together. We are not. We roll it up in the store. What day you available?
Listen, I just want to know. We want to be inclusive. I want to know all angles. Y'all let us know in the comments. Okay.
Well, yes, please let us know in the comments. Is anybody okay with the same dildo in the relationship?
Sister Cousin said we are not recycling. This is not going to baby. But I went to the store, so I'm like, I mean, if I'm out here single in these streets, I'm definitely going to have condoms on deck. I don't know how that makes men feel. So if any men are watching this, do you feel like that girl why she got condoms? Let me know how you feel. But if I'm in a, relationship, definitely I'm getting in that shower. And I kind of almost mentally prepare for sex. But if it's like a situation where it kind of just happens randomly, like I know I'm about to go to bed, of course I'm going to shower before I get into bed every night. So I'm already clean. But if you catch me and we get to kissing, like I just came home from work and we get to kissing and I know you getting hot and bothered, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I got a tinkle. And then I'm going to go use wipes, baby. Please all have wipes in your restroom. And we're gonna cleanse the situation.
Yeah, okay?
We're gonna do the upper situation, the lower situation, might come to the breath situation, and then we're good to go.
Yep. Preparation is always needed. It's just always needed.
Always. Let us know, y'all. Are we doing too much? Y'all, let us know if we're doing too much.
We can't be, but I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm eager to see.
Yeah. Y'all
and definitely going back to that question too that you mentioned of did you say are you going to pick out the Magnum, or are you saying, whatever? Fellas, please let me know, how does it feel if you with a girl and she does have the condoms there and ready? If it doesn't say Magnum, are your feelings hurt? Are you insulted?
Yeah, are your feelings hurt?
What be going through y'all mind?
And then, yeah, let me know if your feelings are hurt, because, I think Trojan, not an ad, I think they work just fine too. Listen, y'all, one size fits all. I actually used to be a peer educator, educating the people on sex. One size fits all.
Say it again for the people in the back.
One size fits all. Okay, leave the ego at the door, boo. Now I do feel like they can't be too big.
Let's see what we got next. Putting good karma out in the world.
Yes, like stop trying to bring people down. Like just be mad at them and get over it. This is from your life. Is it this is our topic. Well,
perfect segue.
This is what we decided to talk about in general. Is it the thought that counts or the cost that counts? Okay. I got a lot to say about this, but I'll let you go first, cousin. I'll let you go first, baby.
Not a lot to say. This is a good one.
A lot.
Ooh, this is a good one. Good one. You would have thought. Let me think about this. Let me really think about it.
Think about it, cousin. Think about it.
My initial thought is this is situational for me. For something little like a dress, some shoes, a purse, simple stuff. It's not the cost that counts for me. I don't care about the brand. I don't care about the label. If it's something that's cute and it's something that you think you're going to like to see me in, I will feel flattered and I will feel appreciated and I will feel special and I will be grateful.
Okay.
Now, on some more larger things like a car or a house or a ring, don't buy me a Hyundai. And I mean that with the best in my whole spirit. I like Hyundai.
No offense,
exactly.
Hyundai.
I like Hyundais. I like them. But now, if you're my man and you buy me a car, don't buy me a Hyundai or anything. I don't want that. If it's a house, don't buy me a house in the hood. Even the hood is fine if that's where you live. I've lived in the hood plenty of times.
That's not where I want to stay.
Exactly. And if it's a ring, I don't want you to go to Walmart and get the $99 one until we can afford to upgrade. I don't want that. I don't want it. And that's my truth. And that's my transparency. And if you don't like it, I might not be the person for you.
Sit. Y'all, this is the time to sit.
I will, because it's the truth. Because do you have to lower your standards? And I don't want to get on a different topic, but do you have to lower your standards to appease somebody that you care about or that's important to you or that you like or that you love? Or can you just be yourself? So
I have a lot, y'all. I have a lot to say. I agree with a lot that you have said, cousin, sister, cousin, girl, baby, honey. You hear me?
Like I said, a little bit.
Listen. Okay, so first I wanted to share a story. So some of you may or may not know, I was engaged before when I was younger. I was in my 20s and the guy was younger than me. And he asked me to marry him. And originally I said no for different reasons. Okay. Then he asked me again. He did not have a ring for me. And he had a box of money where he was saving money to purchase me a ring. Okay. So when he proposed to me, he gave me the shoebox with the money to show me that he was saving up for a ring, but he wanted to propose at that moment. So he didn't want to wait until he was able to afford the ring that he thought that I deserved. And we had not discussed rings before. We had not discussed rings. I was not prepared for him to be asking me. So that wasn't even on my mind. So in that particular moment with that particular person, I accepted that box of money because I accepted his intention. I accepted his discipline. I accepted his consistency. And I just accepted the fact that he took the time and the effort to save for something. So I did. But then once we were engaged and I said yes to him, I did want to have something to show, to symbolize, to demonstrate, to show that we were together. And I did have a Walmart ring, but it was the Walmart ring. I wanted a diamond. So it was a diamond, but it was a very tiny diamond. And again, I was in my 20s and I thought about his intention. I thought about the effort. I thought about the, everything he put into it. So at that moment, in that time, I was okay with that. And again, I was in my 20s, so I was okay with that. I recall a time where someone that I love dearly wanted a gift, okay? And they wanted a very specific gift. So it was an appliance. So let's say you really, really want this particular karaoke machine. We're going to call it that, just in case they're watching. I couldn't. So in my mind, and I was again young, I was still in college, and I wanted to give them the thing that they wanted. So they said, hey, I want a karaoke machine. I was not able to afford the specific karaoke machine that they wanted. So I got them a karaoke machine that was similar. So I made sure it was the same color. I made sure it was a karaoke machine. And I made sure that it had similar features to the one that they wanted. And I didn't even pay for it. I got my boyfriend at the time to pay for it. So they were unhappy. They were displeased. They were not satisfied. And so in that moment, at that age, during that time, I'm like, well, I put forth all this effort. I know it wasn't the exact thing you wanted, but I know it wasn't the exact brand, the exact type, but it was still the thing that you wanted. So did you want the karaoke machine because you wanted a karaoke machine, or did you want the karaoke machine because you wanted to have bragging rights? It's going to do the same thing. It's going to do everything you needed to do. And it's a karaoke machine. You know what I'm saying? Like no one ever has to see this karaoke machine. So I was offended. Okay. But as I got older, there are some things where I want the specific thing. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like, because when you're older, you come with more money. You have different assets. You have a different job. You have a different lifestyle. So I do have we just hope y'all had a good time. We just want to bring life to y'all. We just want to have regular girl chat. And we want your relationships with your friend group or your support system to be authentic, to be raw, to be meaningful, to be fulfilling, to be fruitful, and to be healthy. Exactly. What you think, cousin?
I agree with all of that. I agree that, this life isn't meant to be, walks alone. So find your sister, cousin, find your sisters, find your cousins, your friends, all of that, and come together as a community. And that's it. That's that.
Absolutely. On that. And y'all get into this middle part with the straight hair, baby. Get into this middle part with the straight hair. Listen, it's not about how much it costs. It's just, it's more about how much effort you put into it. How much attention to detail did you pay? How much did you consider what I like? You know what I'm saying? Because if you got it on discount, you got it on discount.
Right. Hello.
I don't even need to
Exactly.
know that. I don't even
Right
need to know
at
that.
all.
I just want it to be real, authentic, and I want there to be effort. So for me, I think it definitely is the thought that counts. Because for me, the thought means not just that you thought about me and got something only because you thought about me. The thought for me means that you had me in mind. You had what does Kimberly Denise want? What would Kimberly Denise like? And so for my friends and my family and my loved ones, like I want them to put effort in what they get me, because I put effort. I used to get gifts just to say I got something, like, hey, I was just thinking about you, so I got this for you. But now I try to put thought, like, what does Denise like? Like, what would be good for Denise? I try to speak everyone's love language. That's how I do. Like my best friend, I know she loves Tory Burch. I couldn't necessarily afford an expensive Tory Burch situation, so I gave her a gift card that would at least put a dent in whatever she decided to buy. So it was not a $25 gift card. No offense if that's all you can afford. No offense. But I had, okay, she really loves Tory Burch. Tory Burch is not cheap. So let me give her a gift card in enough monetary amount that would put a dent in her purchase, where she doesn't feel like, oh, I just had to pay for this whole thing, by myself. And then, because when you give gift cards, I feel like if a person gives me a gift card to Victoria's Secret, I don't shop at Victoria's Secret. I know people love Victoria's Secret, but so that for me, it's like, well, do you even know me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I do think that both matter. So if you're giving a gift card, the cost does matter, because like, is this enough for me to go in and buy something and feel like I didn't just spend my money? Like I didn't just buy myself a gift?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you forced me into the store for me to spend my money.
Correct. So I think it's both. I think it's both for me. I think it's both. But when women say, specifically to engagement rings, when women say, oh, it needs to be 3 times his salary, or it needs to be this, I think that's for me. No offense to y'all, but for me, that is the most dumb. That is so dumb, in my opinion. That is so obnoxious. And then you're not thinking about the end goal, which is a solid marriage. If you're caring about how much you spent, if you're caring about how much he spent on the ring, you're not thinking about a solid marriage. Yes, you can have a style that you prefer. You can have some specific things about a ring that you prefer. So if he can reach that, and he wants to tell you, if he feels like, oh, I can't afford that particular ring until 10 years from now, but I want to propose to her today, baby, get me what you can get me.
Exactly.
Don't go to Walmart like my cousin said, but save some money and get me something as close to what I want as possible, because I do want to flash my ring proudly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care if it was 3 times your salary, because if you're going to give me a house next year, baby, I'd rather have the house and the ring. Okay.
Right. Exactly. Hello. Period. Like he said, the kids say. And you brought up a good point too about saying like thinking about the other person when you're shopping. So I was in a situation once where I purchased, a person that I really cared about, some clothes that just looked nice. This person didn't have a ton of clothes, so I thought, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get a few pieces of clothing for, as a Christmas gift, so they can just have a couple of things that look nice. Now, these were not name brand things; they were just regular articles of clothing that look nice. So I gave this gift to this person as a Christmas gift one year, and they were like, "Yeah, so I don't like any of these things, and I want you to take them all back." So for me, I was just taken back, because I'd never been told this in my life, and no one has ever said this. Because people feel like they have to be appreciative when people get them stuff, so they feel like they have to take it even if they don't like it. So that's what I'm accustomed to. And so the person goes on to say, hey, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to be ugly, but I don't want you to spend your money on something that I can tell you that I'm not going to wear, because I'm not going to feel comfortable in these things, because I like labels. I prefer labels. And if it's not that, I'm not going to be comfortable in it, and I'm not going to wear it. So I'm never going to wear these things. So I can keep it in my closet and let it, collect dust. But I don't want you to waste your money in that way. So you can, take it back and get your money back, or you can take it back and get, something that I would like and that I'm actually going to wear, and then you can see me in it. So my initial reaction was offense. But then after I thought about it from that perspective of, dang, I don't want to spend my money for you to never wear it just because you felt like you couldn't tell me, and we just swap it out when the receipt is still valid. So I like how you said about, the person, think about the person that you're shopping for, not necessarily you. Because like for me, like I said, you can buy me a dress. It could be from Walmart, Target, it could be from Kmart, and Kmart ain't even around anymore.
Right.
But for this particular person, no, it better be Michael Kors. Freaking, I don't even know all the labels because.
So for this person, it was specific to the label and not the style.
Correct. Because there was some nice stuff, and I've even seen this person get nice things from other people, and it'd be like some stuff was expensive, but it didn't matter. Like if it didn't have that noted familiar brand, they weren't interested. And so that was my first time experiencing it. But it's a good point of, I don't want to spend my money if you're not going to wear it. You tell me up front so I can just. I am here for it all, but I guess this.
Maybe. So y'all, we hope y'all enjoyed tonight.
Mm-hmm. We sure did.
Seeing y'all. We're going to have some guests coming on very, very soon. So we're going to get better with time. We thank you all for being committed to us, for supporting us, for being part of our journey. And we hope that we are bringing some life to y'all. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Willie Moore Jr. and his Believe shirts.
Mm-hmm.